Today's topic. What's up, bro?
How's it, bro?
All good. I am doing okay. So yes, I came across this video. It's actually trending currently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this very video.
Let's see it.
And so yeah, guys, let's get into it.
Realized is not discussed a lot in the guy community is the fact that the pretty girl privilege also applies for guys. And I'll use myself as an example. Never been handsome, really don't care, honestly speaking. Like, it's never been a thing that really shatters my confidence. Yes, when I was younger, but now whatever. So it's interesting that some of the realities that my more attractive friends live are not really the same as mine. For instance, something stupid. Never in my life have I ever had a girl in my DM saying, Tando, I like you, want to go out. In fact, I've never had a girl ask me out, period. Because I'm not really, like, I'm not really that attractive. And it's fine, whatever the case may be. My friends, on the other hand, that's a daily occurrence. For them, it's common. How share a DM ubona fela girls on some dude I want to take you on and so on and so forth. As a young man, obviously I won't lie, that does affect your confidence because you start asking yourself, okay, what's wrong with me? Like, what's wrong with me? I believe I'm a good guy and so on and so forth. And it affects your confidence. But the older you get, really, you're like, whatever's whatever. No one cares really. Like, whatever. Another facet that it affects is how people perceive you. I remember planning an event in university and I called a potential investor. This investor got introduced to him through a mutual friend via the phone. So this man didn't know how I look. He just work a phone. And this was, early WhatsApp days and so on and so forth. So you had to call a person really. That was the time. And then I remember the guy stayed in town. So I was like, yo, I need to go to town. A friend of mine, I asked him, dude, let's go to town. Going deep in town. So I need to, at least, if you don't mind, please go with me because, it's the city. I won't feel safe. And I'm going deep in town. Maybe please go with me. And he's like, feed. He goes with me. We get there. Funny how this investor honestly thought my more attractive friend, who was built like a Zulu warrior, thought that he was the guy asking for the investment. And it's only within that awkward moment where he's like, no. Not me. That he realized his error. Truth of the matter is, the same, it parallels with guys. I think the difference is that guys obviously have a rather toxic culture of not expressing our emotions. And most guys don't like feeling as if they're less of a guy. Like the feeling that some other guy is better than you, it's a feeling that most guys just don't like. So the fact that if I go to a certain situation, do this test whenever you want. Ask any.
Do you think it's true?
Well, I guess it's just a reality of life. But then again, remember, let me not be mean. Damn. I do not want to be mean. But there are just certain things, if you can change,
Try it.
you actually look better.
Yeah.
Yes, let's talk about the fact that he talks about how his friend looked like a Zulu warrior.
So he's fit, he's well built.
Exactly, his
He's
belt,
athletic.
his feet. Yeah, his ease. Looking from the video, right? I'm not being mean, but looking from the video, I do understand where he's coming from and how painful it is, but that's just the reality of life. You guys can actually go check out various videos that we've actually spoken about this.
Many times.
Yeah,
Many times.
this actually applies to women as well. It's the same thing. We all affected by the same thing. We need to just realize that perception matters.
It
Right?
does.
Perception
In a big
matters.
way.
Exactly. A lot of people, perception. We spoke about black scent, how you talk,
Yeah.
how you walk, how you carry yourself, the clothes you're putting on. What do they say? You are dressed. You are addressed by how you are dressed. I hope I said that right. But exactly, you see, the manner in which you carry yourself, you wear and everything, that's how people will address you. But now if you not fit, you're not taking care of yourself, how do you expect people to address you like that? How do you expect women to like DM you?
Well, he's got a point, and I agree with him. And you said it best, bro. Across the board, male, female, whatever you
It's the
identify
same.
as, even if we don't wanna admit it, but it's just the truth. Appearance does matter in
It
a
does.
big way.
It
In the
does.
real world, in the business world, in the dating world, many times it's a qualifier or a disqualifier.
Qualifier, yeah.
Like in his case, if the investor was ready to meet him, it means that he had something proper on the table, right? and he seems like a really smart guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it means
Can never. I don't think that we can take away from.
No. He's a bright guy, he's switched on, and he had something that's investable to the point where an investor was actually willing to meet him. So he's got a lot going for him.
Exactly.
And then the disqualifier.
How he looks.
The investor was expecting the typical young entrepreneur.
Motivated, all motivated.
Exactly, you know.
All amped up, athletic, all.
Which is a bit corny, like, because we've been sold that image many times.
Yeah.
But bear with me, it's still relevant. It is. Like, we might say, it's outdated. How can you guys say this is what a young entrepreneur looks like? You know, he's got this weird routine. I think there's a movie called Psycho. Who was in it? The guy that was in Batman.
Who was that?
Christian Bale.
Oh, yes.
American Psycho, I think it was.
Okay. I've never
That-
watched it before.
But anyway, that's the stereotypical young entrepreneur kind of guy. You know, he's good looking, he's tall, he's well built, he takes care of himself, he's got a corporate 9 to 5, he speaks well, he smells nice. Yes, that might be a bit outdated, but look, there's a reason why people looked at that in the first place. It doesn't mean the appeal's gone. It just means that in the time we're in, we have more room for different kinds of things, like we tolerable to a lot of things. But to your point again, many times appearances do actually
It does matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not living in a fantasy where we somehow portray this unrealistic approach to life, where the character is much more attracted or rather gravitates towards the beast.
Yeah.
This is not that type of fantasy. This is reality. A lot of people will not, in as much as that character or rather the beast, like the Beauty and the Beast, right, has good characteristics, manners, can take care of you and everything. What we see first is what we gravitate towards.
Absolutely.
We find appealing in things like the packaging. It tells us everything. Well, it sort of like implies a certain thing, right?
True.
Because if I meet a person who's like chiseled and everything, already in my mind, I think he's disciplined.
Exactly. You didn't get there by accident.
Yes,
It takes a lot of work to have that kind of physique.
exactly. And because we are flawed as human beings and our perception is just very much flawed, right? You find out I might actually leave a much more brilliant individual because there's no package like this young man. Only to find out in the long run, this young man is just as dumb and empty as a coconut. And that other person was actually much more brilliant.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So it's just that, and that's the reality we have to accept.
It is. Do you think it's more applicable in the dating world than it is in the business world? And I'll give you an example. Like, to an extent, I think, and to a large extent, right? Your looks do matter, but I think what's different in the business and working world is you actually need to know what you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to have the skills, basically.
You have to deliver.
Yeah, you can't just be a pretty face. You've actually got to have the skills.
Yes.
So that's where there's wiggle room in the business world. You might not look the part, but can you get the job done? Great. Awesome. But I think his perspective really does hinge more. I mean, he did make the investor example, but I think
His starting point.
his
Remember his starting point?
exactly was that.
His main point was basically on the fact that he's not getting DM'd,
Exactly.
right? And girls are not offering to take him on dates. Just to tell you, it doesn't often happen. It's not
no, in real life.
In real life, that
no,
does not happen.
no. It's
Maybe-
rare.
It's rare. Maybe your
bro.
friends are lying to you.
It's rare.
Yeah.
Even those guys, I don't buy their story.
I'm not
100%.
buying the story
Nah,
too.
bro.
It's rare. It's
I
rare.
feel like
Trust me,
they
it's
shot
rare.
their shot first, and then this person's just reciprocating.
Yes.
I don't feel like they just went for them.
If they told you they want to take you on a date, be careful. Open your
yeah, I'd probably
your
think
third eye.
twice. Yeah.
Open your third eye.
I'd think twice about it.
Exactly. Not that they don't do it, but it's rare.
It's so rare.
It's very much
it's
rare.
bro. Listen.
But him making much more reference to that seems that's the underlying problem and the motivation for this very video, right? Because like you said, bro, this doesn't apply in like in a business world, in a world where your mental faculties are needed and required. This does not work there.
Not really. To a small extent, we've spoken about this, guys. Watch our videos. We've spoken about heightism in the workplace. We've spoken about accent privilege in the workplace. But what does it boil down to? have you got the skills to get the job done?
That's
If
it.
yes, then you will fit into the institution.
Yeah.
Even if you're an outcast in the institution, it's fine. You still belong there because you qualified. If the answer is no, then you won't get into the institution.
You
It's as
won't get
simple
into
as
that. You won't. It's just as simple as that. I guess the same thing actually applies to relationships as well. Your looks can take you as far until you start having serious conversations.
You see,
That's when your looks and everything falls apart.
because I think we have a visual placebo effect, right?
Yes.
And many people have said that, like, you date somebody that's really good looking, and after a while, it just becomes a by the way thing.
Sometimes it even falls apart. You don't even see it
You
anymore.
stop, exactly. It's like she's still very good looking, or he or she,
Yes.
like, of course, right? But then after a while, you get so used to it. It's like
You don't see
stop
it anymore.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Everyone else can see it because they're looking from the outside, but you actually in this thing.
You don't see it at all.
You focusing on the more serious things, if you will.
That's where the relationship starts,
my
brother.
friend,
That's
the
where it
relationship.
starts.
And I'm inclined to say, if you're watching, bro, many of those people, I probably think it's a good thing they're not DMing you because it's a bit superficial. Like, from where I'm coming from, listen, I'm not saying looks don't matter in relationships. They do, but
They do.
come on, if that's the main thing, you're probably better off not being with the person who DMs you because
Exactly.
they fixated on how you look, and that's like the most important thing.
And how you've presented
You
yourself.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
No.
And that will be the very cause of the that will be the very catalyst and the thing that pushes them. But remember, looks can only go as that far. It doesn't go too much. It's not the main thing of a
It
relationship.
looks fade as well. over
They
time.
do, yeah. What happened if your partner gets chopped?
It's chai.
It's chai. Now
So
the
is that what you
relationship has to
mean?
end
Imagine.
because he got burnt with the iron. Okay, I'm remembering a funny story. Remember one of my neighbor one time went out at night, and I don't know, he was drunk.
Oh.
I don't know if he ended up in a fight or something. You know the bride place where the bride meet.
Oh my god.
You know how the
the grill, like
yeah, that
actual-
grill and everything.
Yes.
They put him there on his forehead.
No.
So when he came home drunk,
He had a pattern.
he had a whole mark on his thingy. Yeah, it's yes. So imagine if your partner gets chopped like that. Now it's no longer attractive.
relationships done.
Exactly. So I think we're focusing on the most superficial things,
We are.
and they won't matter really in the long run. But then again, looks do matter to people, and looks do matter overall. They do
They
to
do.
a certain extent. Again,
Exactly. We won't lie. To a certain extent, they do matter. We can't even.
they
discount
actually
that.
do. So if you're in control, if you can control certain things, then do it. If you can, like, lose the weight, then lose the weight. If you can jog, make yourself look better. If you can wear proper clothing, if you can smell nice, if you can keep your hair clean, if you can brush your teeth, if you can
Yeah,
stop
just look
certain
after
habits,
yourself. Look after yourself. You
then
should be
do
okay.
that. Then do that. If you can improve your way of talking and speaking, or mannerism and the way in which you carry yourself, improve and work on that. That's controllable.
Those things are controllable.
They are very much controllable. Otherwise, we're gonna be having someone rant like this on the net and expressing their grievances. But then again, it's just the reality of life. Should we just watch one last time? Then
Sure.
yeah, we conclude.
Random guy, show them a picture of the most beautiful girl you can ever find, and ask them if they have the potential to ask them out. That guy will say yes. That guy will say, of course. He will overlook all other factors in life and have the confidence of the gods that definitely he can achieve the feat of getting that particular woman and so on and so forth. Not realizing, again, for us who are not so attractive, we had to learn seduction, for instance. We had to go through not the process, but we had to take the time and study women's psychology and how then I can explain my masculinity in a positive manner. Confidence is the only thing that saved us from a life of obscurity and so on and so forth. That the only reason why most of the opportunities that I got in my life is because of being confident. It's not because I'm handsome or it's because I'm presentable. It's because when I get to a stage, my self-defense mechanism is Tando. You only have one chance. You need to be confident. You need to explain go, you need to put your best foot forward. And that's the only thing that has saved me from feeling insecure about not being so attractive and so on and so forth. But the reality is, it is true that some guys who are more attractive, more handsome, have it way easier in life than us who are not so appealing to the eye, according to society. I mean, I remember one girl, she was adamant, she hated it. She hated the fact that because she's more prettier and she hated the fact that she had things easier. It felt, for her as a feminist, it felt as if she's being undermined. She's first seen and then heard type vibe.
Well, I'm glad he has expressed that.
Absolutely.
Those are positive traits.
That's the remedy right there. He put it right there. He presented a problem. He remedied that problem. He even told you what he uses. He shows up confidently.
Yeah.
Right? And then that makes up for some of the insecurities that he might have.
Exactly.
And kudos to him for doing that.
And that's what plays. That's the most important thing in the long run. It's that. That's the most important thing in the long run. And yes, he says some of us who are not attractive. No, it's not that you are not attractive, brother. You have to work on certain things. Yeah, attractiveness is very much subjective.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's very much for sure.
Attraction,
attraction is very much subjective. Like we've stated, a lot of people are so weird. Human beings are wired very much weird. In as much as we might state, you find a chick who's saying, I want to date a guy who's 6 feet tall, has a 6-inch whatever, and his money is 6-figure long. Yeah, the 666 guy.
Yeah, 666.
In as much as they might actually state that, the reality of thing is a lot of people can actually betray their biology and psychology and what is ingrained within their very consciousness. A lot of people are attracted to the most weirdest of things. You find out you meet a chick who's actually attracted to just your laughter.
Could be.
And that's what hooked them. Anything else is just societal programming. So you can't actually disqualify yourself on the basis of you are not attractive based on the world scale and what the media has actually shown us. But in the eyes of a lot of people, you find out there's a lot of things you have and characteristics that are very much attractive and make you very much appealing to the next person. So yeah.
Yeah, and if we're gonna add anything, I mean, there's a lot of people out there, aren't there? Plenty.
You stated 8 billion.
8, that's a lot of people. So by that alone, we can kind of conclude that there is definitely someone or a group of people that definitely find you attractive.
Yes.
And vice versa. So look, but your point carries a lot of weight here. Different settings, you'd find people that find a certain thing about you attractive.
Yes.
And some things that you can work on. But
That's
again, look, it's so subjective. So yeah, that's our 2 cents on the whole thing.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, a lot of chubby people say no, they don't like chubby ladies and blah blah blah.
That's not true.
There are a lot of nice, chubby, cute-looking ladies that are very much
Personally, like chubby women.
see,
Dude.
But someone else will be like, I don't like chubby women, but man, they are cute, chubby ladies. They're very attractive. You'll be shocked. So yeah, but then again, just that, bro. The world is not easy for man. So yeah, control what you can control, and what you can't control, just leave it. So yeah, and I guess that's it from us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your thoughts below. I really appreciate it. And I guess we'll be seeing you on the next one.
Yes, we will. Ciao.
Ciao.